Welcome to Lynn Educational Television. I'm Afton Dean, bringing you the Lynn Classical Boys Basketball team as they host Everett. The Crimson Tide coming in at 17-1. And they'll send out a starting five of Isaiah Likely, Garrett Boyce, Monte Campbell, Caleb Jacobs, and Jalen Smith. For Classical, Ishmael Johnson, Darrell Rucker, Jalen Johnson, Edwin Solis, and Jeff Barbosa. Ishmael Johnson, and looks like it's going to be Likely for the tip. Classical wins the tip, and we're underway. A very good crowd on hand tonight. And a good test for this Classical Rams team. Solis asking for the screen, gets it. Rucker's shot, airmailed. Looked like he might have got hit on the arm. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Classical gonna have to put together something quick here. And shot clock violation. Rucker does not get the whistle. And Classical comes up empty on this side of the court to start the game. Classical 12-5. Johnson the other way. Johnson front rims it. Classical 0 for 3 to start this game. Everett returns the favor. Offensive rebound. And a wide open look for Garrett Boyce. So Everett on the board first. 3-0. Johnson gets the screen. Can't bank it home. Solis the only one back. Trying to not pick up a foul there. And Solis gonna pick an early foul up. And Isaiah Likely will go to the line. Likely makes the first. And the Classical fan section are really getting into this one. Likely makes 1 of 2. I don't know if the taunting from the Classical fans helped on that one. Little home court advantage tonight for the Rams. And Edwin Solis for 3. And that was a deep 3. Shot clock at 7 for Everett. Jacobs cut off along the baseline. Everett will have 5 seconds to shoot. Gonna have to shoot it. And pull up jumper goes. 7-3 advantage, Everett on top. Johnson short again, Ishmael Johnson with the rebound. Tucker around the screen. He front rims it. Classical coming up cold. Anthony McLean, the easy 2. 9-3 to start the game. Everett on top. Johnson hands it off to Barbosa. Barbosa, nice move. Couldn't get it to go. And Ishmael Johnson right there for the putback. Basket doesn't go, but he'll go to the line. Malik Anderson and Eric Solis up off the Classical bench. Ishmael Johnson, his first points of the night, makes his first free throw. One of 2 at the line for Ishmael Johnson. Everett, 5-point lead, 9-4, as we reach the halfway mark here of the first quarter. Garrett Boyce gonna get called for the travel. Johnson will bring it up. Johnson out there with Malik Anderson, Eric Solis, Edwin Solis, and Jeffrey Barbosa. Foul before the shot. Johnson had a step on his man. Classical take it out from the side. Johnson loses the dribble, travels as he makes his move. Another turnover for Classical. 3:55 left here in the first quarter. A low-scoring first quarter so far, 9-4. Everett on top. Boyce's shot no good. Another offensive rebound for Everett. And block shot, Malik Anderson. And Edwin Solis lays it up and in. Little up and under. Solis has 5 points. 5 of the Classical 6 points. Cuts the deficit to 3, 9-6. Solis takes down the rebound. Classical turns it over. And Isaiah Likely with the loud dunk. The Everett crowd likes it. In and out for Solis. Three-pointer no good. Everett brought a great crowd with them tonight as well. A great atmosphere. Wide open for Anderson. Front rims it. No whistle there. And Jalen Johnson count the basket, and he'll go to the line. Looking for a 3-point play. Johnson put the wheels on. Got to the basket with ease. Still a one-possession game here, even after this free throw, if it goes. It doesn't. (11-8). Everett on top. Airmailed. Rucker ahead of the pack. It looked like that shot was partially blocked.
It's the bump.
The officials really letting them play here. Johnson's runner no good. Approaching the 1 minute mark here. A quick moving first quarter. Strong move by Likely. He has 5 points. Makes it a two-possession game, 13-8. Solis's fadeaway, well short. Classical's been well short on a lot of shots early on here in the first quarter. Everett gonna get the last shot. Solis with the steal. And that goes at the buzzer. So Everett and Classical exchange baskets in the final minute, and Everett will lead it 15-10. Set to start the second quarter. Everett on top, 15-10. And it's gonna stay Everett's ball. Shot clock won't reset. Everett will have 11 seconds to shoot. Solis with the steal. Solis has been very active on defense since checking into this game. Tips it to his brother, Edwin. Johnson's pass gets picked off. Garrett Boyce goes coast to coast. Boyce took a gamble. He gambled right on that play. Everett with their largest lead of the night at 7, 17-10. Solis with the post move. An offensive foul. That's going to be Solis's second foul. You would imagine pivotal part in the game right now is Everett could distance themselves, so I'm guessing that Edwin Solis may stay in the game. But as I say, that Ishmael Johnson makes his way to the scorer's table. 3 ball, no good. An offensive rebound. Marcus Alexis goes right down the lane. And it's 19-10, Everett on top. Suddenly the Classical side has gotten extremely quiet. And Edwin Solis will in fact have to come out of this game with those 2 fouls. And nice move by Eric Solis. Fakes the handoff to Jalen Johnson, goes baseline. Easy basket, 19-12. And we're gonna get a blocking foul on Ishmael Johnson. Foul's gonna go against Ishmael Johnson, his first personal, third team foul. And Isaiah Likely will be at the line. Two of three now at the line tonight. Make it 3 of 4 for Likely. He's Everett's leading scorer with 7. Johnson steps back, resets the offense. 12 seconds to shoot. Anderson goes baseline. Gets his own miss. Solis really making his presence felt in this game so far. He didn't start. Coming off the bench, grabs the rebound. Classical the other way. Looking to cut into this 7-point deficit. Tries to split the defenders. Knocked out away and gonna stay. Classical ball. Still plenty of time on the clock, 20 seconds. Seconds to shoot. Anderson shot, rimmed out. Caleb Jacobs, 4 points on the night. Lead back up to 9, 23-14. Nice spin move by Rucker. Nice aggressive move by Darrell Rucker. Probably one of the underrated players on this classical team. Can't hit this free throw. Makes 1 of 2. Classical gonna need some stops here. They're gonna cut into this deficit before the half as we approach 4 minutes here. Foul's gonna go against Ishmael Johnson. Second personal. Free throws don't hurt that time. Everett with another offensive rebound. I'm gonna say it was off Classical. Everett really opening up the door for second chance points tonight as they are winning the battle on the glass. Classical gets beat on the boards again. Classical fortunate. Solis shot blocked. That was swatted away. Johnson misses from three-point land, so an exchange of missed threes. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the first half. A little back and forth. Everett not afraid to shoot from the outside. And they missed the layup. All they had to do was kiss it off the glass. Solis to Johnson all by himself. In and out. Another missed layup for Everett. And the crowd can't believe it. So both teams missing some good looks in the second quarter.
Nice pass.
And Eric Thompson banks that home to make it 25-15. The lead now to 10. Everett has missed some very good looks. Classical also with some wide open shots here that have been the difference maker here. So down 10. Classical gonna have to do a better job on the offensive glass to get back into this game. (25-15). We'll see what Classical draws up out of the timeout. Ishmael Johnson, Jalen Johnson, Eric Ramsey, Darrell Rucker, Jeffrey Barbosa, all out there for Classical. And they're going to have to weather the storm without Edwin Solis, who has 2 fouls, and he's been on the bench for much of this second quarter. I don't expect to see him until the second half. Little jump step by Ramsey. Finds a wide open Ishmael Johnson. Good exchange, give Ramsey the assist. Almost the same spot as the previous possession. This time it doesn't go down. Ramsey can't bank it home, but Ishmael Johnson on the glass. He's been great tonight, really making the most of his minutes. Johnson makes the first. And Edwin Solis, I said I wasn't expecting him to check back into this game, but he will. I would imagine he'll come back on the next offensive possession. And they'll trade off. Try to keep him off the defensive end. And finally a whistle. Jason Matry, the senior, will go to the line. This is the first. Lead still at 7, 25-18. Atri misses both. Barbosa makes his move, gets bumped. Foul before the shot. And Everett in the penalty with 7 fouls. Classical can get some free throws in this last minute if they stay aggressive. Barbosa can't hit. So free throws do not hurt either team. Near steal. Rucker doing a good job staying in front defensively. Rebound somehow finds Johnson. Johnson went to the left hand, didn't stay down. And wide open look. Jason Maitre. Classical will probably get the final shot here. And they gotta get Jeffrey Barbosa for the illegal screen. Solis will come out with those 2 fouls. No call. And it will stay a 9-point game. 27-18, Classical trailing it as we head into the break. Minutes of basketball to play. Classical will have an uphill battle as they trail by 9, 27-18. And Classical will get the ball first. Rucker, Ishmael Johnson, Jalen Johnson, Jeff Barbosa, Edwin Solis out there to start the third. Cross court to Edwin Solis, and misses his first shot here of the second half. Classical gonna have to get someone to get the hot hand here in the second half. Solis loses the battle down low. And Everett strikes first. Johnson gets his own miss, goes right back up with it, and goes to the line. And he'll have 2 shots. Johnson makes 1, 2 of 4 at the line tonight for Johnson. Lead still double digits at 10. Nothing but net. Caleb Jacobs, he has 8. Classical side has suddenly gone quiet here. Rucker gets fouled as he makes his move. And Classical will inbound it underneath the basket. Foul's going to go against number 44, Anthony McLean, and that will get Solis at the line. Makes the first. As I mentioned before, both teams with a great crowd on hand tonight. Solis makes one. Off the mark from 3. So Classical gets a second chance on that possession. Come up empty. Caleb Jacobs. He likes that baseline jumper. And he has all 6 of the Everett points to begin this second half. Classical down 13, 33-20. Solis sets the screen. And nice move by Solis. Solis with 8. Classical's leading scorer. Barbosa with the steal, and he throws it away. So gives it right back. Solis with the rebound. Barbosa was running the floor. Johnson with another offensive rebound. He's been huge. Barbosa bumped along the baseline. Anthony McLean, 4th foul and 4th team foul here. So Everett piling up those fouls here in the second half. Johnson in and out. Rucker with the rebound. Solis's finger roll, no good. And Everett throws it away. Rucker looking to take his man, nearly loses it, somehow gets it to Solis. Solis 0 for 3 from behind the arc in this half. Getting some great looks. Rucker ahead. 1 man to beat. Lead to single digits, 33-24. Plenty of time in this one. Eric Solis will check into this game next whistle. And foul's going to go against Ishmael Johnson. Ishmael Johnson will head to the bench. Eric Solis back in. And 5 players on the court right now, with the exception of Jeffrey Barbosa, is the same team who fell to Brighton last year in the North Final. Can't bank at home. Rucker with the rebound. Classical the other way. Johnson misses from long range. Classical feeling to find the range here. And they live and die by that 3 ball. Jeffrey Barbosa not happy with the call. He voices his opinion to the official. I'm surprised he didn't get teed up there. I'm not sure the official heard him. Caleb Jacobs for 3. 12-point game, 36-24. And we're going to get a foul from behind. It's Barbosa again. Barbosa has a couple words with the officials. Trying to check why was called for another foul. Clear push from behind. Not sure what his argument is. 36-24. Classical down 12. Classical faced a deficit right from the get-go. Down 5 after the first quarter, went into the break down 9. Everett has extended their lead by 3 here to 12 to start the second half. Tons of ball game left to play here, though. Garrett Boyce makes the first. Both teams 4 fouls apiece. Boyce makes both. And another turnover. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Monty Campbell. Solis looking to back down the defender, nearly loses it. Finds Rucker cutting to the basket. Does a good job avoiding the offensive foul. Good ball movement for Everett. Shot no good. Johnson, 14 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to say Rucker was out of bounds. 38-26 as we approach 1 minute in the third quarter. Caleb Jacobs, he loves the baseline. Making a living there in this second half. Johnson's shot blocked. Officials call for a timeout as they fix the net on Everett's side. Johnson will inbound. Malik Anderson's shot blocked, but they're going to say he got hit on the arm. 6th foul for Everett. Anderson looking to make both. Everett's still well in control of this game. Anderson's first points of the night come at the free throw line. Pascal will get the ball back, barring an offensive rebound. Good look inside. Nate Nuhu got freed up. Pascal will slow it down 14. Guessing they want to get close to the final shot. And desperation shot at half court, no good. So Classical loses that third quarter and will find themselves down 42-28. And we have 8 minutes to play here at the Lynn Classical Gym. And we'll begin the fourth quarter. Classical down 42-28. Everett outscored them 15-10 and extended their halftime lead, which was 9. So just 8 minutes of basketball to play. Everett will get the ball first. Everett with 6 fouls, Classical with 4. Classical stays aggressive here. They can spend a great deal of time at the free throw line here in the quarter. Nate Mahou starts it off for Everett. Solis lets the defender go by. They have an exchange of words. And a good hard foul by Mihu. And I'm surprised they didn't get teed up. A few questionable calls in this game. Solis can't hit his free throws. Anderson fighting for it. They're gonna say it was off Anderson, and it will be Everett ball. Right off the screen, Garrett Boyce. Classical down 18. Anderson, little up fake, gets fouled, and he'll be at the line. 8th team foul for Everett. They're in the penalty. Classical needs stops on defense. And they're gonna have to get hot from 3-point land. Garrett Boyce with the lay-in. Anderson went for the block, came up empty. And Everett well in control of this game, 49-28. Make it 48-29. And the Everett side loving it. And suddenly, the Rams cheering section has quieted down. Classical have to mount the comeback in order to avoid their 6th loss of the season. And many would say this is an underachieving Classical team who, again, made it to the North Final last season. They only lost 1 starter. But some obstacles along the way. And it's been a very trying season, even with the 12 wins for Coach Grassa in his first year. Of course, Coach Grassa, a tremendous basketball player here at Link Classical, was in the 1,000-point club, went on to play at Bentley University, which is actually my alma mater, and an absolute outstanding coach who will be a fearless leader for many years to come. So down 19, Johnson with the ball. And Malik Anderson lost his footing. He travels with it. Solis doesn't want to pick up another foul. Garrett Boyce cruises right by him. 50-29. And Solis can't get the shot to go down. And we got an Everett player hurt. They go to check on, I believe it's Isaiah Likely. I mean, because of the injury timeout, he does have to come out of this game. So Likely out of the game. Monte Campbell into the game, as well as Eric Thompson. Knocked from behind. Coach Grassa letting the officials hear it. Anderson all the way to the basket. And gives the Classical fans something to cheer about. And it still remains a 19-point game. Near steal for Barbosa, as he almost takes out the scorer's table. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here. Time going to be a factor for Classical. Long rebound to Everett. Give them another offensive rebound. Big reason why they got out to this big lead here in this game. Can't tip it home. Solis ahead to his brother Eric Solis. We're gonna get a hand check on number 1, Isaiah Likely. 9 team fouls now for Everett. Solis will be at the line. Makes the first of a 1-and-1. Clock's not moving. A good thing if you're a Classical fan. Solis makes both. 50-33. Shot clock at 2. Shot clock violation. Or actually, they're going to say it was not a shot clock violation. Barbosa sneaks in there for the rebound. They're going to say it was off Campbell. So it's going to stay Classical ball. Classical fortunate to retain the possession. Pass picked off. Isaiah Likely 1-on-1. An offensive foul. Darrell Rucker giving up the body. And with that, he'll be at the free throw line. Or not. They are in the bonus. Solis with a couple up fakes. Can't bank it home, but he will be back at the line. "13 points on the night for Edwin Solis. I apologize, I was looking at the wrong player. It's actually 11 points on the night for Solis, looking to make it 12. He does. Everett going to take their time, and rightfully so. Anderson tries to run Boyce off the three-point line. And Boyce sticks it to him. And traveling violation. Shot doesn't count, of course. The Everett crowd letting Barbosa hear it. And a great atmosphere for all these student athletes. Everett, of course, 17-1 coming into this game. Make it 2 in a row for Garrett Boyce. And it's now a 21-point lead. It's going to be very difficult for Lynn Classical. Garrett Boyce feeling it. That one was halfway down. Isaiah Likely throws a fastball into that first row. It almost took somebody's head off. .211 left to play. And it will be Eric Solis who brings up the ball for Classical. Eric Ramsey going to check into this game. Classical needs some three-point shooters in there. Solis can't go up and under. And more importantly, Edwin Solis on the ground, grabbing his left ankle. And he is in a ton of pain. And not a good sign. Looked like he might have just came down bad on that ankle or knee. And he is in a ton of pain as he seeks medical attention from the Classical trainer. Edwin Solis, the leading scorer on this Classical team, and of course that would be a major blow. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He's going to be helped off by his brother and the athletic trainer, and they're going to bring him right into the locker room. And they're going to take a look at him. Of course, Classical in a position to lose this game, but more importantly, you got to be looking ahead and hoping that Solis is okay. Again, that would be a major blow for this Lynn Classical team. Solis' shot blocked. Eric Ramsey, for good measure, his first points of the game. And this one just about over. Caleb Jacobs and Garrett Boyce have really carried this team in the second half. just under a minute to play, and when this clock turns to 0, Everett will be 18-1. Solis with the steal. Rucker can't finish. Solis right there for the putback. And the Everett fans on their feet. Letting Classical know that this one is over. And a statement game for Everett. And they are definitely as good as their record. They're big, they're quick. And they will be a force to be reckoned with in the state tournament, that's for sure. Another steal for Solis. He has 12. And a missed layup. Ramsey's shot wild. Ishmael Johnson with the putback, and that will do it. So a tough loss for the Classical Rams. They fall 56-45, and they're going to fall to 12-6 on the season. So Everett led it 15-10 after the first quarter. They kept it rolling there in the second quarter, extended their lead to 9 heading into the break, 27-18. They outscored Classical 15-10 in the third quarter, and they made it 42-28. And it was just about over as we started this fourth quarter. Everett put the icing on the cake and takes it 56-45. So Eric Solis, your leading scorer for Classical with 12 points. Edwin Solis with 10 points, more importantly, had to leave this game due to injury. We hope he's okay. Darrell Rucker with 5 points. Ishmael Johnson with 6. 4 points for Malik Anderson. And 2 points apiece for Eric Ramsey and Jalen Johnson. On the other side, it was Garrett Boyce and Caleb Jacobs who had a combined 25 points in this second half, and a big reason why Everett ran away with it. Garrett Boyce finishes with 19 points. Caleb Jacob finishes with 15 points. Isaiah Likely with 7, and 4 apiece for Nate Mayhew and Eric Thompson. Marcus Alexis and Anthony McLean both add a basket. So Everett takes this one 56-45. They improve to 18-1. Classical will drop to 12-6. I'm Afton Dean from all of us here at Lynn Educational Television. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.